Hey everybody, welcome back to it. So I got all the rest of the parts out to clean. Got the good old steam cleaner out. I ended up picking up this Bissell Pro Heat off of eBay. Ended up being a used unit, got it for a pretty good deal. I thought that the unit heated up the water itself, and basically what you're supposed to do is put hot water in the tank, and then the exhaust air off of the vacuum portion of it keeps it warm. So I was going to use that for cleaning the seats. Basically I'm going to use it as a extractor, I guess you could say, to suck up all the cleaner. So I'm going to use this on the seats. As you can see, they're pretty nasty, to be honest. That armrest has seen better days, and I bought a piece that goes in here to help if that's cracked, but I think that might be a little bit too far gone, so I might have to take another trip to the junkyard to find another center console cover at least, but I'll still clean what I need to. But yeah, that fabric, that's gone. Bottom side looks okay, it usually sits like that anyways. But here's a good before on the seats. Pretty nasty. I've already vacuumed them once. Probably could use another vacuuming, but we'll do the old clean job on it. Do some steam action, and then suck it on up with that Bissell little green Pro Heat. Nasty. I think this thing comes out. Yeah. Clean all this up. So that'll be interesting to see the before and after of these seats. They are pretty gross. So I got the jump seats out of the garage, I should say. I'm gonna clean these up. Clean up all the seat belts. As you can see, the driver's side is way dirtier than the passenger side, but I'm gonna clean it off regardless. Clean up all the seat belts I just tripped over. Here's the back carpet piece, and then the filler panel that goes underneath the back window. This was the passenger side inner plastic. It was in good shape. The driver's side, however, was cracked and missing a bunch of plastic around here. And I was trying forever to find a gray one to match, but a lot of these came in 3 doors, and this is a 2-door. So this one I found wasn't broken. I bought some of that SEM interior paint and all the prep stuff to do it, so I found a color medium gray, and that's as close as I can get. But pulled the speaker out of this today, you know, clean all this stuff out in the back side, never been cleaned. The driver's side seat belt around this plastic, and on the passenger side, it had like foam that had some kind of like tape on it, and it turned into like a tar. It was so nasty, unbelievably nasty. So I had to peel all that off. I'm sure you can still see some remnants. Yeah, look at all that. That's all from that foam deteriorating from where that seatbelt retractor went. So, and this is starting to have a crack right here, so I'm going to fiberglass the back side of it after it's all clean later. And no wonder I wasn't getting any sound. Original, that thing's blown big time. So I can't remember, I got the door panels off too. Can't remember if I did a video of it or if I just put some pictures up or whatever, but got all the rest of the kill mat in. Got the driver's side pile speaker in, started running some speaker wire. This is the wire they gave for the speakers. Just dinky. Like, what are you gonna do with that? That's nasty. So I got the bigger wire that came with the amp wiring kit. So far, everything back here is still looking good. The other day, I think it was Monday or something, I worked on this, pulled this door panel off, pulled the original tar paper off, and I put some Gorilla tape, double back tape on, and some fairly thick plastic to make a new weather seal for this. And then I came out yesterday, and this whole area right in here, all this was filled with water again. I think it rained Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday it wasn't raining, and I don't get it, because I had this thing out in the sun, or out in the rain I should say, and it was completely dry. Then we get 2 days of rain. Now here's all this water in here, so I can't put the carpet in until I figure it out. And I ran a hose over it for a while last night. No water came in, of course. I pulled this back, and there's a little bit of rust down there, but I don't know if you can see, but up here is dry, and then down here looks wet. There's a little drip of water come down. It's saturated. So I'm going to have to try to pull this out or cut it out. There's a bunch of stuff bolted through it, so I'm probably just going to cut it. And then, I don't know how I'm going to reattach it, but it doesn't really sound that fun to pull all this shit out and unbolt all this other crap that's attached to the firewall, even though I'm sure that's the right way to do it. I'm going to try to come in here after I clean the seats and the rest of the interior and try to run it down. There's a little drip of water up here. I just don't know. Baffles me. You run a hose over it and water doesn't come out, but when it rained, somehow water came in. I don't know. Put a little kill mat up on the roof. I still have 4 more sheets left. This was 36 square feet, and this is what it did. And I was going to save the rest for the doors, but the 4 other sheets. But honestly, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I mean, it might be, but I'm not even going to mess with putting anything in the doors. And I'd put this side back together, and I forgot. I bought a whole new lock set kit, a lock key set, whatever. Door locks, ignition lock, because the ignition, sometimes you'd have to jiggle the key to get it back to turn off, and I'm like, you know what, while I'm here, I'll just put all new keys in it. So I'd take it back apart. And I was wondering, you know, maybe the water was coming in through the door panel, seeping in here, but the water seemed to have been coming down here, coming down here. None of this down in here was wet. So I don't think it's coming from the door. But that's how that is. Progress. Getting there. So yeah, I'll clean these up. Got the sun out today. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. I think it's probably about 59, 60 already. So I'm going to put you guys up on the stand. I'm going to do the seats first. I'm probably going to do the back side of the seat, and then do the top side last. And I wasn't going to use a drill brush just because I didn't want to screw up the fabric, but I found the softest ones I could find. So I'll give it a shot. Better than scrubbing by hand. Anyhow, this intro's been going on long enough, so I'll put you guys on the stand and get busy. Alright, I'd say that cleaned up pretty well. Not bad for my first time. Compared to that, kind of hard to see a major difference because it's still a little damp or whatever, and shadows, whatnot, but that's obviously dirty as hell. I'd say it turned out pretty nice. Let me flip this, or at least point it so we can see the back. It's time for a little bit of a break, man. I'm sweating. Back of that one. Let's push all the fabric one way so it doesn't give the illusion of stains. Not bad. It's coming out as stains. It doesn't look like any stain in person. Kind of just look like the fabric's a little damp. But I'd say turned out good, and it's going to be a huge difference. It's almost like velour. It's not velour, but kind of acts like it with how you can change the grain. Anyhow, I'm going to take a little break, and I'll start on that seat. Got a little visitor. Time to go out in the woods. Where you going? Ha! Anyways, how cool. Man, I got a little warm with the coveralls on. Take those suckers off, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to it. That thing turned out pretty good, I think. See how everything looks when it dries, but definitely a hell of a lot cleaner. Especially down here, oh my goodness. That was nasty. It doesn't look too good on camera, but it is. Alright, I'll put you guys back on. Alright, I'm going to hit this seat a little bit more. I came up with a little bit better technique of using the steamer and the vacuum at the same time, and also hitting the steam with the scrub brush seemed to really work the soap a little bit better. So I can see this is still a little dark from dirt, so I'm going to hit this seat one more time. Passenger seat turned out pretty damn good, so I'll put this thing back on fast forward mode and hit this sucker. Those things cleaned up great. Gotta love it. Alright, time for a little water break. And on with the rest of this stuff. here's how we're looking. I'm gonna call this video quits for tonight. I think these seat belts, I'm gonna soak them because the brown, nasty dirt stuff that's coming out, I could be here for an hour and a half. Look at my glove. Sitting here trying to steam them. So I think I'm gonna try soaking them and then hit them with the hose. So I'll soak both of these tonight. But these seat belts cleaned up pretty nice. Seats cleaned up, looking pretty much factory fresh. That still has some scuffs on it, but that carpet turned out pretty damn good. Seats turned out excellent. I don't know why it looks like that in the camera, but anyhow, night and day difference. And I don't smell them when I walk by them, so that's awesome. I'm gonna clean up this piece. I got this from the junkyard too. This is the one that came out of the truck, and it's broke. So I separated this so I can paint it. This one does have a crack there too, but I'll super glue it. It's not hosed like this one is, so get that cleaned up. A few other pieces here cleaned up. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to those tonight. It's getting kind of late, so anyhow, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subbing. I know this was a long one, but great progress. Got this stuff all cleaned up. Got some nasty black water in here from cleaning everything, so it's all good signs. Anyhow, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Until next time, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.